I think we can build on. We didn't quit. We came back and played hard after a debacle in that. After the first 10 minutes of the game, I mean, Aaron Henry's in foul trouble early, and between the free throw line, the turnovers for touchdowns, we just made some crazy plays. But we had some lineups in there that don't belong in there at this time of year with that game. The foul trouble created that. I thought at the end, to bounce back like we did, and then Cassius. Kyle Orange missed 2 of them. Xavier missed. We missed 4 threes that were wide open. And then when Cash missed his, and they go down and he fouls him on the 3. It just snowballed. But I needed my 3 big guys to play well, and maybe Cash played pretty good. And we didn't get enough out of them. We got something out of Bingham. We got something out of Gabe the first half. Struggled a little bit the second half. Rocket found out what it's like to be in this, but I think he was pretty good defensively. He just didn't do as much offensively. And that's where we miss, we miss John. But we're going to get a lot better. Most years they say, well, Kentucky's going to get a lot better because of their freshmen. Hell, I think we were younger than them most of the time out there, and just disappointing because if you shoot a little bit better, you have a real chance to win the game. So I got a lot of things I learned. Turnovers were ridiculous. The fouling, half us didn't think it was the greatest calls, and a lot of knick-knack early, and we just got guys in so much foul trouble.
With Marcus, you said that going into this game, you've been looking for someone to step up in that 4 spot. Did he make a case for himself going forward?
He had some good things. The problem is the second half, there were things that you didn't see that. Hey, Marcus took a step forward. Let's put it that way. We still got a lot of work to do there. We have a lot of work to do at the 2. I thought Kyle Orange played pretty well considering he's been out for 2 weeks. There are probably a lot of things that were good. Maxey has a Kentucky career night, and he doesn't hit that one when we're down 2. And we're missing 3s, and he hits a Chrysler, and it just happens.
Just sense some overthinking time, I guess, tonight from some of your younger guys, or just second guessing.
No, they shouldn't have been in the game. We played some guys during stretches because we were in so much foul trouble, and when you're in foul trouble like that, what you end up doing it. Don't look at the minutes. Look at the length of time they're in there. Like Gabe Brown had to go a lot of time, and then we're looking and we're trying to put Foster in there with another guy, and it was just a struggle. So I would say that I'm not disappointed with all the effort. I am disappointed that we didn't play more intelligent, and I'm disappointed that we turned it over because I thought a lot of them were just casual, but some of them were turnovers because guys haven't played together, and they did a good job on Cassius, which they're going to do. We didn't screen very good in the first half. Did a lot better job in the second half, to be honest with you. Other than that one little stretch they had, I thought we won most of the second half.
You got some things.
Well, I think we can build on. We didn't quit. We came back and played hard after a debacle in that. After the first 10 minutes of the game, Aaron Henry's in foul trouble early, between the free throw line, the turnovers for touchdowns, we just made some crazy plays. But we had some lineups in there that don't belong in there at this time of year with that game. The foul trouble created that. I thought at the end, to bounce back like we did, and then Cassius. Kyle Orange missed 2 of them. Xavier missed. We missed 4 threes that were wide open. And then when Cash missed his, and they go down and he fouls him on the 3. It just snowballed. But I needed my 3 big guys to play well, and maybe Cash played pretty good. And we didn't get enough out of them. We got something out of Bingham. We got something out of Gabe the first half. Struggled a little bit the second half. Rocket found out what it's like to be in this, but I think he was pretty good defensively. He just didn't do as much offensively, and that's where we miss, we missed jobs. But we're going to get a lot better. Most years they say, well, Kentucky's going to get a lot better because of their freshmen. Hell, I think we were younger than them most of the time out there, and just disappointing because if you shoot a little bit better, you have a real chance to win the game. So I got a lot of things I learned. Turnovers were ridiculous. The fouling, half us didn't think it was the greatest calls, and a lot of knick-knack early, and we just got guys in so much foul trouble.
With Marcus, you said that no one's maybe been looking for someone to step up in that 4 spot. Did he make a case for himself going forward?
He had some good things. The problem is the second half, there were things that you didn't see that. Hey, Marcus took a step forward. Let's put it that way. We still got a lot of work to do there. We got a lot of work to do at the 2. I thought Kyle Arns played pretty well considering he's been out for 2 weeks. There are probably a lot of things that were good. Maxey has a Kentucky career night, and he doesn't hit that one when we're down 2, and we're missing 3s, and he hits a Chrysler, and it just happens.
Just sense some overthinking, Tom, I guess, tonight from some of your younger guys, or just second guessing.
No, they shouldn't have been in the game. We played some guys during stretches because we were in so much foul trouble. And when you're in foul trouble like that, what you end up doing, and don't look at the minutes, look at the length of time they're in there. Like Gabe Brown had to go a lot of time, and then we're looking and we're trying to put Foster in there with another guy, and it was just a struggle. So I would say that, I'm not disappointed with all the effort. I am disappointed that we didn't play more intelligent. And I'm disappointed that we turned it over because I thought a lot of them were just casual, but some of them were turnovers because guys haven't played together. And they did a good job on Cassius, which they're going to do. We didn't screen very good in the first half. Did a lot better job in the second half, to be honest with you. Other than that one little stretch they had, I thought we won most of the second half.
You got some things, seeing that sort of edge from him a little bit on the glass.
I agree with these guys. Marcus definitely was a bright spot. He played good. He played within himself. There's just things that we got to do better. Listen, number 1 on the list, me and my staff got to do a much better job. There were a lot of plays that we screwed up. One guy screwed them up. That's our fault. So before I say anything else about the players, me and my staff better improve a lot within the next week. There are going to be some long nights in that building. I'm telling you that.
But if he plays with that edge, though, does he have the opportunity? He has the opportunity, right, to earn the other aspects of his game, and you need to come along. Is that kind of the key?
Yeah, don't try to start my team, okay? Don't try to put starters into my team because you guys see 20 minutes and he plays 15. How many minutes he played? I've watched all summer and all. I'm happy with Marcus, but don't start a quarterback controversy here. I'm good with Marcus. He's going to earn his keep. I'll start who I want to start. No, I thought you were. Does this mean he earns a?
That's not what I'm saying.
Okay, go ahead and tell me.
No, I was just
a good move.
Yeah.
So that's not fair to you. So go ahead.
No, I was just asking because the edge component that I hadn't seen from him, like the skill components you want to see. To me, he's got to have that edge probably to have the opportunity to.
That's fair.
To do the other
That's
stuff.
That's fair. He did do a much better job of playing harder. When we're trying to run things through him on some of our plays, and that got screwed up in the second half. But listen, if you'd have told me Marcus would play that good, I would just expect Aaron to play a lot better. And so, now maybe you wonder why people wave their finger at guys or why people get on people, because it wasn't a very good performance. He's got to do a better job than maybe he did tonight offensively and defensively. And I thought the second half, there were times he did, but if Cassius, Xavier, and he don't play well, the rest doesn't matter. Rocket will get better. Tough situation to put him in there tonight. And, at the 4, I thought Malik tried to do too much. He was just out of control out there. But it wasn't a lack of effort. It was just, No, we didn't play smart enough, to be honest with you.
When you were down 13, you came out of timeout, went inside to Tillman 2 or 3 times, then helped get you guys going again. Did you think that there were not enough? It wasn't even enough with touches inside and so forth?
Yeah, I wasn't happy with the touches inside. I think they did a pretty good job with their size, and Tillman was out of the game when he was in foul trouble, and we just didn't have enough other guys we could go inside to. And Markey isn't a post-up inside guy. And, Markey missed a couple of wide-open threes and 3 or 4 free throws, critical time. So all those things, we're just not good enough where we can do those things. Do I look at us and say, Kentucky's going to get better? I bet you we get better than they. That's how much I think we got to improve and can improve. So other years, we have all the veterans and they have all the freshmen that are going to get better. This year, I still think we have enough young people. Aaron Henry's a sophomore. So at our place, that's young. And we did get something out of Gabe. We did get something out of some of those other guys. I thought we got something out of Julius. I really thought he played the most physical of all those guys in there.
How much did that disrupt maybe some of the rhythm that you had to build?
Disrupted a lot of the rhythm, and that's why the coaches got to do a better job. And I'm not, I don't like when people do that. Somebody will say, well, you're trying to take the heat off the players. The heat's going on me. Not maybe from you guys. I really don't care. From me, it's going on me. And when it goes on me, it's going on my staff. Because we screwed up play after play, and just one guy screwed it up. Now, part of it was we had some bizarre lineups in there. But that's my job to make sure they know what the hell they're doing.
They get 25 with the free throw line. That's a big disparity.
Ridiculous. I thought that was ridiculous.
Surprised by the 3-point shooting. You've been shooting better than that in practice with the new line.
Yeah, especially with the. I thought Gabe took some bad shots. I thought Malik's was wide open, but I didn't think a minute and 30 seconds into the game. But other than that, I thought we had some great threes that we just didn't hit. Cash had one at the top of the key, one in the corner that I bet 90% on. The balls didn't go in. I thought we ran a great play to get Arnie that one at the top of the key that would have cut it to 2 or 1. Just didn't go in. So I can live with that. I didn't think we were as good defensively. What did they shoot? I can't read this crap that the NCAA puts out. I mean, they're going to be a lot younger. They're going to do a better job. What did they shoot?
I thought 39. So you guys 33, 30.
It's more than I thought, but they got 2 dunks at the end. So, I mean, they shot it okay. I mean, Maxey would just put on a show. Give him credit. Good play.
And that's the shot you wanted them to take.
Yeah, that one was. I mean, give him credit. He made the shots, and John, his teams play harder than most teams with superstars, and I was impressed by that.
Cash was talking about you guys feeling, if those guys in there feeling like they're right there, if that's the #1 team in the country, they feel like they're right there with them. Do you feel like there was that effort, especially in the second half when you had everybody back?
Cash better read your guys' stories. We're the #1 team in the country. We were. So if he thinks we play good because of that, we're the #1 team. We didn't play like one. They did play more up to that level. We didn't play to that level. So, I think he thinks we're right there. We are right there. There were 4 good teams today. None of those teams are ready for February or March. It is a very difficult thing to play that kind of competition this early. But it benefit all of us. What did Kansas have, 100 turnovers? I mean, I was mad about ours, 28. So my 16 is really good, but they didn't, Duke didn't shoot it well early. I don't know what they did late. John's team, I mean, they're going to be really good because they play hard and they got those 2 bigs, getting Richards back, because he had been hurt, getting him back and he looked fine. I think made a big difference too.
Gathered.
No, I didn't like it.
No, I mean when you finally got your rotation back in
second half, I thought we made some, we came right out, scored two baskets in a row. Thought we had a little better rhythm, and then, Cash got in a little foul trouble. I think we had to play him and Aaron, a little bit more, and Xavier, there was no rotation. So we got a lot to do with our rotation. Like I said, we got a lot of coaching to do. and everybody better saddle up to get that done.
Coach, I know that Seton Hall game's about 9 games out, but is that going to be another stiff test for you guys coming to play Seton Hall here in New Jersey?
I said at the beginning of the year, I thought Seton Hall might be the best team of the 4, including us, just because they got 8 out of 9 people back. They got a superstar guard. He's a very good coach, and it's a very tough place to play. So I haven't changed any on Seton Hall.
When you say of the 4, you mean the 4 teams?
I'm at Michigan State, Duke, Kentucky, and Kansas. I mean, I really did think that, and I said that at the beginning of the year. I said, you know, they're ranked 12th, but early in the year, they're going to be ahead of all of us because of, 8 out of 9, 9 out of 10?
Players returning?
Yeah.
Leading scorers.
Yeah.
4 starters.
Yeah.
What'd you think Rocket learned tonight?
Huh?
What'd you think Rocket learned tonight?
It's tough to be a freshman. You know, I mean, he competed. He just got to get in the flow of the offense, and we got to get him more involved. But you know, I mean, he competed. He did his job. I mean, you know, he's not going to be Josh, and I don't mean that against him or for Josh. I just mean it would have been 4 years of experience compared to none. So it's going to take him some time, but I love how hard he plays, and he practices well. And I'm, believe it or not happy with maybe the way he played tonight. Very happy with him because he's been consistent. A couple of our other guys have been a little inconsistent.
What do you think of Maxey, how he played?
Oh, you know, I
First
recruited
game,
Maxey. I mean, he visited our place. I love Maxey, you know, great kid, great family. I mean, you know, it's one of those shots that, I don't know, I think he had to take the shot because the shot clock wasn't that almost out.
Yeah.
But if it was a little earlier, Kel would have killed him, you know. And but he did make a big-time shot, man. But he's a big-time player. I mean, there's no question that we thought he was one of the best guards in the country when we recruited him. And if you look at all of his intangibles, he's got great intangibles. You know, he's got a feel. He's kind of happy-go-lucky, but plays hard. He's got a smile on his face. He's, you know, one of my favorite guys that we'll go against, I'm sure, just because, and it helps to know him and the family, but knowing him and the family, hell of a kid. John's done a good job and didn't even start him. So, you know what? I'm going to start recruiting against John. We started our freshman, he didn't start his. So.
Tom, they seem to give Cassius even more attention in that ball screen than most teams do.
Yeah,
I mean,
they gave him a lot of attention. That's why I said he did a very good job coaching. Our staff did a very poor job. There were some things we wanted to do against it, and when we got other guys in there, we just couldn't do them.
Just the timing?
The timing was off, the knowledge of what to do was off, and you know what, you played at Madison Square Garden, I mean, you know, it's just the way it is. And, you know, there are a lot of guys on their team that didn't have very good nights either. Just one guy had a superstar night, and they made a zillion free throws, and they had a bunch of turnovers for layups. You know, so if they shot 39% or 38, whatever you said,
something like that. I don't know.
Considering all the layups they had, including 2 at the end of the game, we probably defended them pretty well. Rebounds ended up tied with, you know. I mean, we did some things I can build on. I'm just a little disappointed in myself, my staff.
And the second half, the timing was better when you had your regular rotation in a little bit more?
Yeah, regulars in there. It was better, but, you know, we still got a new Rocket and a new Kithier, so it's going to take some time.
Kithier battled for some loose balls, kept some plays.
Kithier did okay, you know, got overpowered a couple times, but those are 2 big guys. And you know, the only thing I saw bigger was Kansas tonight. But, you know, that's going to be one of our Achilles heels. But, you know, you saw we got our running game going second half. I thought they were wearing down a little bit, and we just couldn't sustain it. When we got rebounds and ran, we were pretty good. I thought Cash was a little tired tonight. I was surprised at that because he's in really good shape, and but it was probably a lot of pounding on him when we took it. I probably wished I would have done a better job of getting him off the point, still in the game a little more, so I'll look at that. Like I said, they've got things to work on. I have more things to work on than they do.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks a lot.
Appreciate it, guys.